All right, today's been a really busy day. I've been hanging out with my friend Rachel here in Jacksonville, Florida. Today I woke up and I just went in her house and we did some co-working together. She had a bunch of phone calls to do, and so by the time that was done, it was afternoon and we were hungry. So we drove over to a place near Jacksonville Beach called Homespun, and it's a more healthier choice. I got their breakfast burrito, which was eggs and cheese on a whole wheat wrap. When I saw whole wheat wrap, I was like, and then they had vegan mac and cheese. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good. And she got a veggie bowl that looked really, really good, but I didn't want just veggies. So we got it. And I will say that the mac and cheese wasn't really good at all. It was definitely the mac and cheese that tastes like vegan, gluten-free mac and cheese. My breakfast burrito was pretty good, especially when you put salsa on it. I think it was fairly blandish unless I put the salsa on it. And she said her veggie bowl was really delicious though. So after that, we just drove around a little bit. And then there was one place that I really wanted to go when I was here last in Jacksonville. She took me to this Filipino bakery. And we actually did a video on it about me trying some of these things. And my favorite thing of all was these cheese rolls. So I went up in there. The bummer part is that they don't sell them individually. They only sell them in a 6-pack, and it was $9.75. And I was like, bro, I don't need 6 cheese rolls, but I really wanted them because I haven't had them in like 2 years. So I ended up giving a couple to Rachel's family, and I have some here. I ate half of one right when I got it, and it was really good, but it wasn't as good as I remembered it. But I'm kind of glad that it wasn't, because then I'm going to want to eat all of them. Then Rachel already had a dinner planned with one of her friends, but she texted her and said, is it okay if I bring my friend Allison? And she's like, yes, of course. So we drove down to a place called Josephine's, and I met her friend Angelica, who is the owner of Pompey Portrait. She does boudoir and maternity photo shoots. Her work is exquisite. She is one of the loveliest people ever. And we went to this beautiful place called Josephine's. I think they just opened. The ambiance was really nice. The food, I only got a Caesar salad, and I think it was too drenched in sauce. It was pretty tasty, but it was just too soggy for my taste. Rachel got the gluten-free pasta, which I had a little bit of, and that was also just kind of bland, which, I mean, it's gluten-free pasta. But Angelica got their lasagna, and they had them in these little rolls. They looked delicious. So, and she said that it was really tasty. But beyond the food, the conversation and the friendship was just awesome. So great. So wonderful to be around people, as I'm always in my van alone. So it's just so nice. Also, my friend Rachel is no joke. She is one of the best business entrepreneurs I've ever met in my life. She's also an author. She's been on the Today Show. She's been on like a million things. She's just amazing. 2 amazing, wonderful women. So we just got back from that dinner. I am wiped out, so I'm going to bed. I have a bunch of things to do tomorrow, so I'll check back in with you then. Good night. Good morning. Okay, so I just left my friend's house. I need to get serious about getting this oil change because my light was on to alert me of that, but it went off, but I know it's due. So I'm gonna go to Jiffy Lube. There's different oil places around here. They got Midas, Valvoline, Jiffy Lube, Take 5. I don't know which one. I looked at the reviews. They all have mixed reviews. Some say they're unprofessional. Some say they're the greatest thing ever. Let me know in the comments who you use for your oil changes. I also don't really know about going to the dealership because I think they're more. But actually, I might pull over and make a phone call and ask. Do that. I want to ask how much their oil changes are. I just don't like when I go to some of these places and they continue to be like, oh, do you want to pay for this extra thing? And it ends up being like $100 more. And I'm like, no, I don't want all that stuff. So let me call. Okay, so I called Chevy. What is my hands doing? I called Chevy, and they said that my van only takes 6 quarts, and that would be $100 even plus tax. But I called Jiffy Lube, and they said the full synthetic starting is $98.99. So with tax, it's $110. There's not that much difference. Now, I would think that the dealership is better, and I don't know. Like, maybe that's just in my mind. But anyways, that's what I'm doing. I made an appointment. So I'm going to go over there in about an hour and get my oil change. All right, so It was $100 even plus 67 cents. And then I asked if they had a AAA discount. They didn't, but they gave me a discount anyways because they're nice. And it came to $91.95. So it was actually a little bit less than Jiffy Lube would have been. And they were super nice and great. No upsells, no anything. Now, the downfall is that this took an hour and a half, whereas Jiffy Lube is usually like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at the most. So I did wait a little bit longer, but anyways, it was fine. My van is back in motion. Listen to these fools on my van. Well, they're gone now, but they were like tap dancing on my roof, and I kept hitting the roof and they wouldn't leave. Tons of birds. They left, bro. They left. Next, I met up with my friend Jenna, and we went to a restaurant called Cruisers, who's known to have the best French fries, and of course I got the cheese fries. We went back to Jenna's house, and I was able to take a luxurious shower in her house. It's always so nice to be able to shower in a non-Planet Fitness shower. And as I was doing a load of laundry, I was able to kick back on the couch and watch a few episodes of Ted Lasso. Thank you, Jenna.
So the right side of the street, Neptune Beach, and the left side of the street is Atlantic Beach. So this is kind of like where the two beaches meet, and it's their little town center.
Love it. It's so cozy.
So cute, right?
And we've eaten there.
Yes, that's where we met.
Yes.
That's where.
Yes.
Yeah, so you were down.
Just for a super quick backstory, me and Jenna met at a mastermind conference at this hotel on the corner a couple years ago, and then had lunch together, and we've been friends ever since. Yes. And there's the delightful beach. Look at these cute, colorful houses.
Aren't they so cute? You know what they are? They're Habitat for Humanity. Yep.
How cute.
So cute, right?
I love the color.
I know. They're so pretty. They really are beautiful homes. Coming up on the right, it's a brewery. It's called Rev. They have the best brick oven pizza. Like, it's so good. Families are up there, like, eating pizza for dinner. It is delicious. And one of the best things they have is this flatbread that comes with brie, garlic, and fig. Ooh. It's to die for. It's like right here in this little, oh my gosh, it's so good. Rev Brewery. Okay, so coming up on the right in a little bit, there's gonna be this blue building, and it is called the Atlantic Beach Art Market. And so local vendors rent space, and then they can sell whatever it is they make, or pictures or whatever. It is one of the coolest places to go to get, like, it's this little place right here. See that little blue place?
Oh, how cute.
It's called the Atlantic Beach Art Market, and it is so cool. And then that's where I'm going to take you. Yeah. Let me turn around. It was like just dumpy and just kind of icky, and then they had local artists come in and like do the murals, and just to like brighten it up. And they do a lot of like food truck events and stuff over there.
I love food trucks.
Like different kind of community things.
I feel like murals really make a difference.
They do. There's like actually a mural tour downtown that my mom and I keep saying we're going to do. Like, you can get a map and everything, and we just haven't done it, but it would be fun to do.
Yeah. When I come back, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Cool. They like straight up painted on people's buildings. Oh, wow.
Maybe they're storage units, because they all have numbers on them.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, some of the artwork is fantastic.
It is really cool. I don't know if there's any down this side. Is there? Not really. Is there?
Not really. Oh, yeah, maybe
Okay,
one.
let's just go down there. We can always turn around. Oh yeah, Mayport. Dedicated. So cool, right?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
After driving around for a little bit, I needed some groceries, so I headed over to good old Walmart to pick up a few things for my van. I needed some more kefir, which is a probiotic drink, but they didn't have plain, and I was trying to get away from the flavored ones because they have way more calories, but they didn't have any, so I decided to skip that off my list and find a different store that has that available. But instead I decided to pick up a couple yogurts so I can have my fruit parfaits, which is basically yogurt, fresh fruit, and granola with a little bit of chia seeds. This Chobani one had 0 sugar. I haven't tried it yet, but it looked pretty good. I also decided to get the Too Good brand yogurt, which is also pretty low in calories, and they didn't have vanilla, so I decided to go with lemon. Haven't tried it before, so hopefully it's good. I recently looked up what are the vegetables that has the most protein, and strangely enough, some of the top ones were peas and corn. So I decided to pick up a bag of sweet corn and a bag of peas, but then I put the peas back because I was like, what am I going to do with these peas? I don't really have any recipes. So I will pick that up at another time, and in the meantime, I'll look up some recipes that I can make. I was going to grab some pea soup, but it was too high in sodium, so I decided I'll just figure something out later. Next, I decided to pick up some cheddar cheese. I like the triple cheddar shredded in the bag already, so I could put that on some of my potatoes or when I make bean and cheese burritos. Then I needed some water. I like the Crystal Geyser, but usually they have a little handle on it, and this time it didn't, so I was kind of a little like, maybe I should get this somewhere else, but I really needed water in the van, so I decided to get a couple of those. And I'm getting low on toilet paper, so I decided to pick up some of the Great Value version, which the red bag is the one I really like, but it is so expensive. It's like $14 just for some dang on toilet paper. Next, I decided to grab some hummus. I just like the regular. I have tried the garlic one before and it's okay, but I prefer just the regular hummus. And then I wanted to grab a bag of pretzels so I can dip the pretzels into the hummus, which is pretty delicious. And I can also dip some carrots into the hummus as well. I also looked up what fruits are highest in fiber content, and I never knew this, but it's raspberries. So I decided to pick up some raspberries and blueberries. It also said that kiwi have a lot of fiber, so I went over there and the kiwi was like $10 for one box. I was like, heck no. They also had one for about $4.50, but then I saw that they had some loose kiwis. They were only 50 cents each, and I really only wanted like 4 of them, so I picked up those. Also, prunes have a lot of fiber, so I decided to pick up 1 container of prunes, and I'll eat 1 each day. Next, I headed to the checkout, scanned up my items, and it came to like 50 bucks. The groceries are outrageous, but I needed some things, so that's what's happening. Jacksonville is somewhere I could definitely see myself living long term. So my friend Rachel decided to take me around looking at apartments. And here's one of the apartments that I looked at. It was super awesome. They had so many great amenities, and their 1-bedroom apartments were around $1,350 to $1,400. It was a really beautiful community. After that, I decided to drive around closer to the Jacksonville beach area to see what there was to offer, but the rents for those were $1,800 and above. And I just started to think, if I rented a place and had to sign a lease, I don't think that's something that I really want to do because I travel too much and I wouldn't want to be stuck in one spot for a year. As this was my last night in Jacksonville, my friends decided to get everyone together for a final dinner and a farewell, and I had such a great time with my friends in Jacksonville, and I can't wait to go back to spend more time with them. But it was time to move on, and the place I'm headed to next is Savannah, Georgia, which I'll show you in the next video. Bye for now. Her house, and we just did a little co-working together. What's happening here? This isn't comfortable. And I got the why can't you so I ended up giving a couple to it. Then Rachel also go look up here. So why is it so hard? Snack time.